Uh, 16 days is a long time to go without a game at this sort of business end of the season. What have you been up to for the last fortnight? How have you found it? Have you managed to switch off and relax at any stage?
A little bit. We've worked hard, to be honest with you. The boys have stayed behind, albeit small numbers. We've done some good work. Worked hard for which is a massive final 8 games for us. So put ourselves in the best possible position we can be, physically, tactically, everything really. So I think we all understand how important it is at this end and this part of the season. So players are in a very good place, have come out of the hard weeks unscathed and uninjured, and we're going to now give it a big push for the remaining part.
And I'm sure you've watched the World Cup qualifiers as well. What in particular did you make of Serbia's games to make sure getting 5 goals in a week?
Yeah, really pleased. Really pleased. Obviously, to five goals in 3 games. Pleased for Mitro. I think we all see that in terms of his emotion and that feeling of scoring when you're a centre forward. There's huge pressure. Any centre forward, what comes with it, and scoring goals is the main release really. So I think it's fair to say at times this year Mitro has been up and down, but I think what you see it in midweek there is that's it in a nutshell. That's how people see it. But probably over the last 3-4 weeks, that it's the work he's done, and the goals are the byproduct of that really. So has worked very hard. I've seen someone who's really grafted and honed in on what he needs to do, and he's took his chance. 15 minutes coming on off the bench for Serbia, scores 2 goals, and then from there, like we've always seen, a little bit of confidence, which he probably needs. Talent's always there. It's what affects forwards at certain moments and players at certain moments, that confidence and that little bit of a blip. But certainly I'd like to think that Mitro, confidence is there, and he's done very, very well. Massive achievement for what he's done.
The obvious frustration that Fulham fans have, the obvious question they'll have is, he scored 5 goals in a week for Serbia. He's only scored 2 goals all season for Fulham, and both of them were in the same game back in September. Can you understand that frustration? What would you say to
that? I can understand the frustration, of course, but no one's more frustrated than Mitro. And this is professional sport, and in professional sport sometimes there's little blips. I look at the journey that Mitro's been on from last year. Wasn't fit to play at Wembley in the final. Had a short turnaround of pre-season, and it's been a bit bumpy. He's had COVID. He had a big penalty miss for Serbia in Serbia, and these are the journeys that players go on. This is exactly the journey. Sometimes players need air. Sometimes they just need some oxygen to get in, and just to regroup a little bit, take the pressure off them, and they come back if they've got talent. And they've got a certain ethic about them, they come back stronger, and it comes back to that point. And hopefully that's exactly where Mitro is. I think the main thing is, first and foremost, you need to put your hand up and understand and recognise as a player, that's where you are. And certainly, Mitro has been vital for us this year. And although from the outside, people are always going to judge him on goals, and of course he'd probably judge himself on that. He's been a vital part to this season, and he will be. And I've always said that. I've consistently said that he's got a big part to play between now and the end of the season, and he has from the start of the season to now as well.
Just looking ahead to Sunday's game, as well as a number of other factors when you're in a relegation battle, you also need a bit of luck. And I'm sure Fulham fans will be thinking, it's just typical of our luck that after, a month out, Jack Grealish is going to make his return for our game against Aston Villa.
Yeah, maybe it's the Premier League, to be honest with you, and of course I think we all, we understand the quality of the player in Grealish and what he brings to Aston Villa. But every week there's a player we can highlight, there's a player we can bring up, and the quality they possess in every team in this division really. So these are the challenges you face. These are the reasons we wanted to be in this league. These are the challenges you need to embrace, get yourself up against the best, and to see how we can compete and can we get the better of them. While we also understand the quality he brings, and along with the Watkins, along with the Mings, along with all these players, their challenge is what we're looking forward to, and hopefully come out the other side of really.
And I think everyone, including yourself, will recognise that you are a very different side to the side that lost 3-0 to them at the back in September.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Definitely, and it's a more evolving team. It's a team that's worked, had time, had more games, had more experiences, bad and good. Have been through all them experiences and have got to the point where we are and where we are at this present moment in time. All them experiences, all the hard work have put us in a good place, in a very good place in my opinion, which has give us a real chance of trying to do something this year and be successful. So of course we are a different team, but again it's we need to keep proving that every week really, and that needs to maintain there.
Just one final question from me, Scott. I only ask it because every manager seems to be being asked at the moment. Sergio Aguero available on a free in the summer. Would he interest Fulham?
Yeah. I mean, look, he's a fantastic player. I'm not sure we're in that market, to be honest with you.
Well, best of luck on Sunday.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Jamie. Nia, do you have any questions for Premier League?
I do. Hi, Scott. How are you?
Hi, Nia. Good.
Just very quickly, any team updates, any news, any injury concerns?
No, we're all good. Players have all come back fine. So yeah, we're all fine in that sense.
Good stuff. Just looking ahead to your trip to Villa Park, you're unbeaten in your last away games, an impressive clean sheet of runs too. How much motivation does that give you and the players for the trip to Villa Park?
Yeah, it gives us belief. It gives us an understanding of we can go away from home and get results in this division, which is extremely tough. Away from home and what that brings and the dynamics you need to bring to certain football matches. And we've managed to be pretty solid in that situation and win football matches against some very good teams as well. So yeah, of course, it's a tough place to go, Villa Park, and we understand that, and we're going to need to bring something to this game on Sunday in all elements of our game to get a result really, and hopefully, like other games we've shown, we can do that again.
With regards to you personally, you've been in this position 2 years ago, and that kind of run into the end of the season. How have you changed in that time as a manager?
I don't know whether I've changed too much. Certainly the team I'm looking at is a different team, and the feeling I get from this team and how we're going about our work and what we're trying to do and the environment that we're around is very, very different. So yeah, my change or them experiences back then, are they different? Of course, I was 2 years younger, but I've been around these sort of situations as a player. So yeah, for me personally, that's not really changed. Very focused, very like I was back then. Understood what we needed to do, but like I said, probably we're in a better position, or certainly I feel we're in a better position. The feeling I have about us is a lot better than what it was last time when around this situation.
Dean Smith has said in his press conference this morning that Fulham are one of the form teams in the bottom half of the table. I know that you spoke to Jamie earlier about how good Villa can be, but how do you assess their performance this season? Yeah,
I think they've done fantastically well. Dean and the coaching staff have done a very good job and started the season extremely well and got some very, very good results, and the form has dipped a little bit, been a bit up and down, but that's part and parcel of probably where Villa are in their whole dynamics of a football club. Staying in the Premier League last year was huge for them, give them an extra time, give them more money to invest, and they've invested very, very well and got a strong team. So I personally feel that the journey they're on and where they are is a very good one, stable, and they're doing it the right way, and it's going to be a tough game. And you've got some individual players that can cause you problems, so we understand that.